All right, listen to this. There is an imminent arrest of Rigathi Gachagua that is looming. Why? Because the CS of Interior, Mr. Murkomen, has indicated and has cited that Rigathi Gachagua has to come to Kenya and substantiate the things that Rigathi Gachagua has been saying in the US. For example, Rigathi Gachagua has been saying that the Kenyan government is linked to the rebel group RSF in Sudan. And therefore, Mr. Murkomen says that the Kenyan government would want more information on that. Why? Because Rigathi Gachagua has created an inference to link the Kenyan government with the RSF. And this is a story to watch because, of course, tomorrow, Rigathi Gachagua also is to release a statement. So we are waiting and keeping tabs on that because things are getting hot. Good night.
Kwanza kabla washike Rigathi Gachagua akuje sisi hapa Githurai atushike mwanzo, kwa sababu hakuna venye atamshika hii Kenya itawaka moto, kwa sababu sasa hatutakaa. Na nimwambia William Ruto hatuna kazi ya kufanya saa hii, wewe ndio tunakukondolea macho. Nikijia kifanya kuingia hapa Kenya tu ujaribu tu tusikie mpaka ati alikuwa amewekewa kamae barabarani wewe. So William Ruto tunakuambia uachana na Ligiji, akuja tuonyeshe kiongozi ule mzuri. Wewe umeshindwa na kazi, wewe hakuna kazi unaweza. Kazi ni kuplan na kujua venye utachukua mali ya Wakenya na mababu. Wewe hutaki kuona kitu kimekaa idle, si utaanza kuiba mpaka sasa mifuko yetu sasa. Sababu William Ruto, you have come too much. Hata mwalimu wako amekuja hivyo. William Ruto umekuja sana bwana, na sisi ndio mwisho wako. Umeshinda Moi, umeshinda chifu wa kwenu, wazazi mwashida. Sasa sisi Gen Z ndio mwisho na tutakuwa dress according na ile ndio unataka kutuwekea hivyo William Ruto bwana.
Guys, yani face gone and it is boiling nicely. Sasa Gachagua amereply to Murkomen. Murkomen akasema Gachagua akishuka kwa airport hivi ashikwe. I explain mambo ya Al-Shabaab. Sasa Gachagua amereply na akasema kwanza hata wewe Murkomen unajua vizuri sana Al-Shabaab ya kina nani mpaka leaders, because the moment the chiefs watano walikuwa wameshikwa wewe mwenyewe ulisema muna negotiate na Al-Shabaab. Aya, it is boiling nicely. Sasa hebu sikiza hii story.
So the Minister for Interior saying that we should be asked to help in investigations in this matter. We cannot help in any investigations because the Kenya government has not initiated any investigations against William Ruto. The people who have initiated investigations is the American Senate. So if there is need for us to help in investigations, we'll help the American Senate, not the Kenya government, because the Kenya government has not initiated any investigation. Number two, the Kenyan government cannot investigate William Ruto because those policemen work under him. And all the things he is doing of killing people and abducting people, he is doing with the very police. So there is nobody stupid enough to go and report William Ruto to the Kenyan police. Nothing will be done against it. So whoever sees, please don't sell fear to us. You know we cannot buy. In any case, it is the same CS who said that when 5 chiefs were abducted by Al-Shabaab, he said that they will go into negotiation with the Al-Shabaab to have them released. How can you negotiate with the people you do not know? And since they were released after negotiations, the CS Interior knows much more than anybody else on who are the leaders of Al-Shabaab because he said publicly. The fear of arrest was part of my thinking. I'll never do anything, I'll just stay in the house. Every day they discuss me in parliament for 2 hours and say they will arrest me. I just move on. I am not a leader who buys fear. And as I have explained, I think Murkomen is lost. I am not the one who have launched investigations against William Ruto. It's the American Senate. Those issues were raised by the Americans, not myself. So I have nothing useful I can tell him. But if the Americans want me to assist in the investigations, I would, because that's where the investigation is. I am not aware of any investigation on William Ruto by the Kenyan police. Again, Kipchumba Murkomen has been telling us that the National Police Service is independent and they do not take instructions from anybody, including himself. How then can he purport to give instructions to the National Police Service at the same time say that the National Police Service is independent? When my day to go to Kenya is due, I'll announce the date,
Yes.
the hour, and the flight number.
Thank you very much.
So that whoever is interested, in arresting me can go ahead and do it. And let me tell you, I was arrested many times before the new administration. I never changed my stand. In fact, it hardened my resolve. All those things they are doing, they are just hardening the resolve of our supporters, And I want to tell them, you cannot use criminal justice system to suppress freedom of speech and expression. It's a very outdated practice that was tried by Moi. It cannot work. I don't think by him threatening that he can arrest me can make me not express what I need to. So I'll continue with what I'm doing, and if they want to arrest me, I am a Kenyan, the courts are there, they'll take me to court, I'll go there, and if they have any charges against me, they will prefer them. But as I am saying, I am not the problem in this matter. They know where those allegations have come from. They have come from here in the United States. I just pointed out and said, my friend, don't hide behind China. These are the questions the Americans are asking you. Why did you meet so and so? Why are you interfering here?
Yeah.
So they can go ahead and do what they want to do, but I want to confirm that I don't buy fear. I cannot be intimidated by anybody, and that is me. And that Murkomen knows me. He knows what my stand is.
Yes.
He does.
Thank you very much.
Majama, mimi naambia ni bulanda, so iko hivi. Some few months ago nikamwambia gava italandu Gachagua na itamnasa. Nyinyi mkafikiria mimi na waenjoy. So iko hivi. Leo CS wa Interior ameconfirm na akasema Gachagua tu akilandi hivi Kenya hivi tu pap wanamunasa. Mimi naambia ni bulanda. Juu anasema man ameenda huko Njais na ameroroa vitu afai kuroroa. Kwanza mambo ya waasi ameroroa. So anasema akirudi tu hivi wanamunasa aende akaandike statement ya vitu anajua. Mimi nilikuwa nimemwambia some few months ago. Gava itanaza man. Ni mko nikami na wachocha. Mimi naambia gavitu mjamaa mnanikama mimi niko tu majaba. Haya. Mimi naambia ni bulanda.
Things are boiling nicely between Wamunyoro and Ruto government. Yesterday, Murkomen made a declaration that Gachagua will be arrested upon his arrival at JKIA airport from America, ostensibly for speaking ill of the Kenyan government, not of Ruto or personalities in Kenya, but of the Kenyan government. They say he has a case to answer and he'll be arrested upon arrival. But guess what? Gachagua responded in kind when he was holding a Q&A, that's question and answers forum in Sacramento, California today. And he spoke like a person who is fearless and said that even if they want the truffle information about his flight number, the time he arrived at JKA, so that they'll be waiting for him, he'll make that information public. And he said he does not buy fear from anybody. And he says he didn't volunteer any information to the U.S. government. He said apparently that's a bill that's going through the Senate Foreign Relations Committee in the U.S. Congress.
Breaking news: after hearing that the government has put pressure on his remarks over Al-Shabaab, Rigathi Gachagua has said that he will only be answerable to USA, not the Kenyan government. Let's see how the game unfolds. The Kenyan government plans to hold Rigathi Gachagua when he comes back to the country accountable. But Rigathi Gachagua is now saying he won't answer to the government, he will only answer to the government of US. What is it that Rigathi Gachagua knows? Does he have evidence to substantiate
Hey, big English.
Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua now says he's not afraid of being arrested. His comments coming just a day after Kithure Kindiki and Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen said Gachagua should record a statement with police over terrorism claims as soon as he returns to the country. Gachagua, who is in the United States for a 2-month tour, says he will publicly announce the date and time of his return, even as he warned Kindiki and Murkomen against issuing threats towards him.
Speaking in Los Angeles, California, Gachagua trained his guns directly on his successor, Professor Kithure Kindiki, and Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen.
Every day they discuss me in Parliament for 2 hours and say they will arrest me. I just move on. I am not a leader who buys fear. And as I have explained, I think Murkomen is lost. I'm not the one who have launched investigations against William Ruto. It's the American Senate.
Gachagua was referring to Kindiki and Murkomen's directive, seeking to have him record a statement with the police following his allegations days earlier that his former boss, President William Ruto, had held a secret meeting in Mandera with 3 leaders of the terror group Al-Shabaab. In his allegations, Gachagua further claimed that it was not just Al-Shabaab, but also Sudan's Rapid Support Forces, accused of killing thousands of women and children, claiming that Ruto has been supplying the group with weapons. Still, Gachagua says he has no intention of keeping his return date a secret in what appeared to be a dare to the government.
When my day to go to Kenya is due, I'll announce the date,
Yes.
the hour, and the flight number.
Thank you very much.
So that whoever is interested, in arresting me can go ahead and do it.
In his attack, Gachagua went after his successor specifically.
Oh, mimi ni fire, mimi ni noma. Oh, don't push me around. I want to tell Soprano to take time to read Wallace Soyinka. In one of his greatest works, he says, a tiger does not proclaim its tiger shoot. It pounces. So, if you are what you say you are, act. Don't keep on threatening.
This war of words comes just days after reports emerged that the United States Senate is investigating the Kenyan government to establish whether it has ties with Al-Shabaab, the RSF, and whether it was involved in the killing of 128 protesters over the past 2 years, before recommending whether Kenya should be removed or retained as a major non-NATO ally. The Senate has been given 180 days to conduct the probe and present its findings, recommendations that could have far-reaching national consequences.
Those issues were raised by the Americans, not myself. So I have nothing useful I can tell him. But if the Americans want me to assist in the investigations, I would, because that's where the investigation is.
Meanwhile, Deputy Inspector General of Police Eliud Lagat, who recently resumed duty after stepping aside to allow investigations into the brutal killing of teacher Albert Ojwang, was forced to respond to questions on whether his recent visit to Mandera had any connection to Gachagua's claims that Ruto met Al-Shabaab leaders in the county months ago.
It is not related whatsoever because I am not privy even of the story that you're saying.
Lagat instead commended security forces for maintaining peace in the Mandera region.
A petition has been filed to begin the impeachment of CS of Interior Kipchumba Murkomen. And this has been done, that petition has been filed by the Katiba Institute and the Kenyan National Human Rights Commission and other civil societies. Now, it is the argument is the shoot to kill order. That order he gave at the police stations. I think you can remember that. Yeah, so that is one of the grounds that they are proving that CS Murkomen is unfit to hold office. So yeah, so waiting to see how that unfolds. Let's see how it unfolds. Give me your reactions at the comment.
Itoshi ameenda Amerika. Mheshimiwa Deputy Rais tafadhali. Na Kipchumba Murkomen ako hapa kama waziri wa usalama. Huyo mtu akishuka JKIA ashikwe. Ashikwe asishikwe? Hawezi enda akiwa nje ya ng'ambo aongelee maneno ya Al-Shabaab. Inamaanisha yeye anawajua, si ndio? Aende andikishe statement aseme anajua wale watu wanachafua Kenya. Si namna hiyo? Maana Kenya sisi tunaishi kwa amani, tunataka amani, na ukabila yake akishuka ashikwe, awache kuchafua taifa la Kenya.
DCP party leader Rigathi Gachagua now says he will not record a statement with the police over terror group remarks he made while in his tour of the United States. Gachagua dismissed Kindiki's DCI probe, being the serving Deputy President Kithure Kindiki, saying he will spill the beans over the Kenyan government's involvement with foreign forces.
Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has been on the neck of the former Deputy President over what he termed as continued reckless remarks while away from home. Gachagua, who has been accusing government of building relations with terror group, now says he will not record a statement with the police as directed by the Interior boss.
I saw the Minister for Interior saying that we should be asked to help in investigations in this matter. We cannot help in any investigations because the Kenya government has not initiated any investigations against William Ruto.
Gachagua took cue following the US push to review Kenya's status as a major non-NATO ally over questions surrounding its relations with China and alleged links to terror groups' activities.
The people who have initiated investigations is the American Senate. So if there is need for us to help in investigations, we'll help the American Senate, not the Kenya government.
The Interior Cabinet Secretary, who spoke in Keyo South, Elgeyo Marakwet Saturday, slammed Gachagua over his utterances, citing that matters of national security should be treated with utmost gravity and that Gachagua should record a statement with the police upon his return to the country from the United States.
Because he has said he has information and he knows and he has an agent who is sitting in meetings with Al-Shabaab. As soon as he lands in Kenya, he must record a statement to tell us exactly which meetings he's doing with terrorists.
Gachagua raised several issues, including negotiation with abductors who took the chiefs in Northeastern, as well as the removal of vetting of new ID holders in the Northeastern region.
It's only in African countries where such narratives still play part in politics. You'll hear your politicians saying things like, God is the one who chooses your leaders. Your leaders are chosen by God. Have you ever seen God queuing to go cast a vote? Have you ever? It has never happened and it will never happen. So we need to move away from these barbaric beliefs and start thinking for ourselves.
Where the Kenyan people have reached William Ruto, even if he built gold roads to everybody's single home, to every home he builds gold roads, gold paved roads, you will not reclaim that lost ground. It's gone. That ground has gone. It will never go back to William Ruto. No amount of child donations will change the public perception. William Ruto is trying to fool God. You cannot fool God. God is omnipresent and he can see through this. And he knows his intention even before. It will not work. That is why you saw Kenyans coming out in their numbers to go and demonstrate at that church in Roysam. And it's because of his handling of the economic situation of the nation.
To those who believe politics doesn't affect them, I hope today has taught you how politics affect you directly.
Ruto simpigi kura. Amenajisi nchi. Bila kutumia hata kondom.
This is Selector Dede.
Wanadhani asi bongo lala, ikikupita we bongo lala, na walosema jana iwezi fika leo, tuko ground tunasoja. Akijikuku mewaka sana, na mabisto na chafua rada, na walosema jana iwezi fika leo, tuko ground tunasoja. Hakuna mboka, peleke shuleni watasoma, madaktari wamegoma, hapa sani Yesu atatuponya. Wambie punde tumechoka sana, farasi bado ijapatikana. Ni mandai wanagonya na mali wanaponda, unakonda wananona. Maandamano, 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 amise maandamano, maandamano,